There's one tool in my photography business that I absolutely cannot live without. Any guesses what it might be? If you said Honeybook or a client management system, then you are absolutely right. In a recent video, I shared some of my top tools for my photography business, and ranking number one every single time is Honeybook. I've been using Honeybook since about 2014 in my business. And when I tell you that it changed the way I ran my business, I'm not even exaggerating. Before using Honeybook, I was keeping track of all of my client information in file folders with sticky notes and printed out emails, mailing client questionnaires, and asking them to mail me checks in return. It was such a mess. When I discovered Honeybook and all of its amazing tools and features, it completely changed how I organized and ran my business, helping me to look way more professional and stay on top of tasks in my business that I before was forgetting to do. I realized that starting a new client management program can be a little overwhelming when there's so many bells and whistles and features and things that need to be set up and figured out. So to help you simplify the process of setting up your Honeybook account, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 things that you need to be setting up to begin with to get your Honeybook account working for you and get things rolling in your business. So let's go dive in. Before we get started diving into all of my favorite features, I want to let you know that if you are brand new to Honeybook or you have not signed up for an account yet, you can get a free trial, but you can also use the link down in the notes to get 30% off of your first year using my affiliate link that is linked below. So make sure you click on that, start your free trial, or sign up for your first year using that 30% off link down below. Okay, let's dive into some of my favorite tools inside of Honeybook. Now, if I click on tools, you're going to see that there are quite a few tools here. It can get a little bit overwhelming. So I want to go through some of my favorite ones, starting with probably my most favorite, which is the scheduler tool. Now, I see a lot of photographers who will post in Facebook groups, especially this time of year when we're getting ready to set up like fall mini sessions, asking what is the best scheduling tool. And people will say things like Calendly or Sessions, but those are all extra cost options. With Honeybook, you get a scheduling tool built into your account that you don't have to pay extra for. And in my opinion, it rivals anything that Calendly or Sessions can do. So inside of the scheduling tool, you can come in and create all different sessions, and you can click them off or on to be active or inactive. You can edit, duplicate, all the things. So I'm going to start a new one showing you how to create quick and easy mini session calendar sessions. Okay, so we're going to start here with type of session. It's an in-person session. It's going to be a fall mini session. You could add the location here if you want to, where the mini session is going to take place. Choose your time zone, and then choose your duration, how long you want each session to last for. So if I'm doing mini sessions, I'm going to say 15-minute sessions. I can choose, a color that's kind of a default color of the calendar. So I can choose one that sort of matches my brand colors if I want to. And then in here, you can provide information that will help them prepare for their session. So this is any information or instructions you want them to have when they are getting ready to schedule a session with you. You can also set up reminders. So by default, we have 2 reminders that will go out. You can choose the time duration you want and whether you want them to go out by email or email and text message. If they opt in for text messages, they will be sent a text message, but they do have to opt into that. You can find that information here about how Honeybook uses SMS notifications, which is another great feature that Honeybook has recently added. Again, saving you the cost of having to purchase or sign up for an SMS plan to market or send out text reminders to your audience. So again, you can say, I want to remind them, 1 week before and then maybe 1 day before so that they're being reminded and preparing for their session. You can click also send to me just so you know when they've gone out. Okay, next is availability. So by default, it's going to add in some availability. You can remove all of that so that when they pull up the calendar, the only availability they're going to see are the dates that you want them to have availability for their session. So let's say we're going to schedule our mini sessions for September 21st. We're going to do a Saturday and a Sunday option. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to add my time. So on Saturday, I have 5 p.m. until 8 p.m. Still in that, later sunset time. I do not want to apply to all Saturdays. I just want to apply to that one Saturday. Click save. And then I can come here and I can say, okay, on Sunday, I'm actually going to have 2 times available. I'm going to have a morning time. So we're going to have one that's from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And then I'm going to add another time on Sunday where we are going to go in the afternoon, evening, and we're going to do a 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. till 8 p.m. Okay. Again, I don't want to apply to all Sundays, just that one Sunday. So now I have my time blocks. You can add in buffers. So if you want to make sure that before and after every session, you have like a 5-minute buffer, you can add that in and it will adjust the times available accordingly. You can choose minimum notice, which says that they cannot book a session or schedule with you within a certain window of time. So if you want to say they cannot book within 24 hours, then you can change this to, they cannot book within more than 1 day ahead of the actual date. That way you're not getting last minute, same day bookings if you don't want them. And then custom increments for which your availability will appear. Confirmation. So this is going to be what they receive once they confirm their session with you. So it's going to fill in all of this, the information that they have, plus any instructions that you want to share with them. And then that will get sent out. You can choose, do you want them to be able to reschedule? Do you want them to be able to cancel through that confirmation email? Or do you want them to have to reach out to you to cancel or reschedule? Then you can click those off. All right, you can save and finish. All right, we can come back to our sessions page, come down here and see our fall mini sessions for September, 15 minutes. I can click preview and it is going to pull up a preview of what my clients are going to see when they go to book. It's going to let them know that these are the only 2 dates available and these are the times that are currently available. Now, it does have it in 30-minute increments, so I would have to go back and fix that to only be 15-minute increments. But I do have my morning, my PM. Once they choose a time, they will fill out their information and then add any comments. And then they are booked. They will receive their booking confirmation. So this is and again, it looks very, very similar to like Calendly or Sessions or anything like that. So this is such an amazing tool that Honeybook provides at no additional cost within their platform. Now, the second tool I want to show you is similar, or it incorporates the scheduling tool if you want to have it in there, which is an awesome feature. But that is within your templates folder. We have something called Smart Files. So in the past, you have been able to send out invoices or questionnaires or contracts all separately. So you had to kind of send like 3 separate emails if you wanted to send a contract or send an invoice or then send a questionnaire. And that got a little overwhelming for clients because they're getting all of these emails coming in. Well, with Smart Files, you no longer have to send all those separate emails. You can have everything you need for your clients to officially book a session with you or to learn about your services in one place. So I'm going to go to our template gallery and show you some examples of some of the Smart Files that are extremely helpful. All right, so in here we have several different templates that you can pre-made ready to go. So for example, if you're wanting to send a pricing guide, you can have this up and this will have a list of all of your services that they can then look at, view services, explore the different types, decide which one they're interested in, and then book a call or book a session with you. It goes straight to a scheduling tool. So if you want to automate your booking process, you can do so. And then it will confirm that they have booked. You can send a questionnaire. There was one I wanted to find. Let's see, this one, mini session proposal. Since we're on the topic of mini sessions with our scheduling tool. So this is one you could send out, which would go over the services, let them schedule, send them an invoice, and they can pay right away. So this means that when they actually schedule a session with you, they have to also pay for that session, which is great for mini sessions, so that you don't have to send out a separate invoice after they book with you. So in this one, it's going to give all the information about the mini sessions, and then you ask them to reserve their spot. They choose, if they want the mini session or mini session plus, if you have options. So we're going to go mini session, book your session. It takes us to the booking page, which then allows me to choose a date and time, fill out my information, how many people, who is it, phone number, any additional information. And then you can add on additional items that they can purchase. And then it sends you straight to the invoice and then the payment form. And then once they've paid, it will take them to a thank you page. But the beauty of these is that you can have everything in one place. I have built out templates where it has select your package, fill out the questionnaire, sign the contract, make a payment. And then once they fill that out, they are done. And everything is inside of their client project. So you have everything in one place. The third tool that I really am loving inside of Honeybook is automations. Automations makes my life so much easier because instead of having to remember to send clients a follow-up email or to send them an email about something else, this is all set and done for them. So automations are a series of if then that, or if that then this kind of actions. So I'm going to walk you through. I'll use my boudoir one as an example. So when somebody signs their agreement, they book a session, they've paid their deposit, they've paid for their session, I go in and I activate the boudoir workflow. And so immediately after that is activated, it sends them a welcome email saying, congrats, you booked your session. You are officially on my calendar. 3 days later, it sends them a questionnaire. And then, so once that has been sent, it sends them a questionnaire 3 days later. After that questionnaire is completed, it waits 1 day. It sends them another email saying, hey, you've booked. Now, if you have a friend that you think this would be a fun activity to do, maybe together, y'all could come do back-to-back sessions, or let's make it more fun by inviting a friend to book a session with you. Then I send it out. It's a great way to remind them to refer me to their friends. Then it skips all the way down to 14 days before their project date. So if they book me 5 months in advance, I don't have to go in and figure out when do I need to send this. It automatically looks at the project date, backs it up 14 days, and sends them this email. So 2 weeks before their session, they're getting an email saying hey, your session's 2 weeks away. This is just a reminder of how to prepare for your session, what you need, all the things. 2 days before, I send them a pre-session email reminder, again, with information about what to bring, how to prepare for their session, all the things. And then this one is 2 days after their project date. So if their project date is October 19th, then on October 21st, it's going to automatically send them a post-session questionnaire asking them for feedback on how their session went, how they felt before and after their session, what they thought of the process, the communication, all the things. So that gives me great feedback. In that questionnaire, I also remind them to tell their friends and family about it. And then 2 days after, I create a task reminding me to go in and edit their images. And then again, another one to order products. Those are just for me. And then 4 days after the project date, I send them an email asking them to leave a review. So this is, obviously you could expand on this. You could, add in all different things and really grow your workflow. But the automation piece is so helpful when it comes to remembering, or actually not having to remember, to send things out at certain times. And it streamlines everything too. So you're sending the same things to every person, and it creates this really great client experience for your clients. Now, before we wrap this up, there was one bonus feature that Honeybook offers that I really love. If you click on the See More, you're going to see Honeybook Pros and Community. These are two really cool features. Community takes you to the community of all of our Honeybook community members, where you can then learn more about each other, connect, network, learn more about what Honeybook offers, have member spotlights, all of these things, which is really awesome. It's one piece of Honeybook that I love, is that they're not just about a tool for you to use in isolation. It's about helping you connect with and find other pros or other creatives to network with. And the one I like also a lot is the Honeybook Pros. If you are looking for someone to help you with something specific in your business, then you can come to the Honeybook Pros. These are all people who have been vetted by Honeybook, who are great at what they do. You can come and say, I'm looking for someone to help me with copywriting. and I am looking for industry specific photographers. So I'm looking for someone that can help me as a copywriter for photographers. You can click on their profiles, you can see what they do, what they offer, meet the pro, learn more about who they are, get their pricing and their information, read through reviews, just tons and tons of helpful information. So I love that Honeybook is going a step further than just we're a tool for you to use for your business, but we're also going to be here to help you every step of the way. If you are, again, interested in trying out Honeybook and you've not signed up yet, make sure you use that link down below to get 30% off of your first year with Honeybook. And if you ever have questions or you're needing help with your Honeybook account, setting something up or learning how to do something, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you. Happy Honeybooking.